So we have a perpendicular line and a parallel line. What's the difference? So when we're talking about perpendicular lines, it means that these two lines intersect where it would create 90 degrees each. They're perpendicular to each other. While a parallel line means that they have like the same slope and they're pretty much the same. They're just like in different places. So how are we gonna use this? Well, let's say we have a problem like a graph and we have a point in -3, 6 and we'll have a line that is 3, 6 minus 8, 3x minus 8, not 3, 6, and we have point -3, 6. So we have a line here and we need a line that's perpendicular to this. So how will we get a line that's perpendicular to this 3x minus 6 equals y? Well, we'll have to inverse the slope, which is 3. So how you inverse a slope is, think of 3 being 3 divided by 1. When you inverse it, you turn it into 1/3. And if it's positive, it turns into negative. If it's negative, it turns into a positive. So it's pretty much just the opposite. And so we'll get -1/3 over here. And that's pretty much all you would need in most cases if you have a multiple choice. But let's figure out using this handy formula, y minus y1 plus not plus, equals to -1/3, because this is our slope, of x minus x1. What do we put onto these values, y1 and x1? Well, we have the point here and it has to intersect here. So we'll get y minus 6 because of the y, because x, y. That's how we format the point, equals to -1/3 x plus 3. It's plus 3 because the negative over here cancels out this negative, making both positive. And so when we multiply -1/3 or distribute it, we'll get -1/3 x minus 1 equals to y minus 6. And we'll have to get y by itself, so when we add 6 to both sides, we'll get -1/3 x plus 5. And that's a perpendicular slope. It's perpendicular to this, and if you graph it out, it will look like that. Let's say that we have another problem also, and we have a line that is 3, 7 and -2, 5. Let's say that this line has intersect these 2 points over here, and using this line we need to find the line that is perpendicular towards it. So how are we gonna find that? First of all, we'll need to find the slope, and there's this formula called y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, and you'll get m, which is the slope. Think of m as like a change, and when you take these 2 points, it's like a snapshot, like a photo where you have one thing, and then you have another photo when you were like smaller. The slope would pretty much just be like the change in height over time, and that's what we're using. We're using 2 photos to figure out how tall you were. So let's see, this is x2 and y2, just making that clear. And so when we plot it, it would be 5 divided by negative 2 minus x1, which is 3, divided by y1, which is 7, and this would equal to negative 2 minus negative 5, and we'll get 2/5, and that's the slope of this line. Cool and all, but we're finding the perpendicular line, so remember what we did to the slope over here? We'll have to do the same thing. So for like the denominator and the numerator, it'll be flipped, so 5/2, and it'll also be negative, inverse, since this is positive, since these two negatives cancel out, and the slope would be negative 5/2. Alright, thanks.